That's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence!
He can see the screen again! He was goofing up things with downloads for some reason. I was gonna say illegal downloads, but that wouldn't make it.
Oh, that's real nice.
I don't think that was right, actually. That's not absolutely right.
Yeah, that shows your faith in me.
I don't know why I was gonna say that. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Look at his right eye.
Yeah, his eye looked fine to me. He says that his right eye, the other guy, Portsman, that his right eye was open, but I don't think it was. As in the left side of the screen, right eye. I think it looked close to me, but you tell me, everyone. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? If he does it again, we'll see. What are you doing?
Well, I was thinking. Did you know there's one other person with a key to this office?
One other person? Who would that be?
Hey, you there!
Yes, sir! What is it, sir?
Why are they all robots? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
It's like my generic soldier/officer voice. I give it to anyone.
He's been freaking powdering that book for like a year.
Has he now?
Yeah.
A lady?
The girl's a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal, don't! What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
What do you think?
He's going crazy.
I believe she needs no introduction. I've called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of the security. A member of the security.
Bird?
Yep. She's not a cop anymore.
She looks a lot different, too.
Really.
Detective Gumshoe, sir!
Ow.
Maggie!
Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight.
I see. And your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building.
What?
If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room! That's right, I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me, that's right, I did it!
You're an idiot. Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
Theoretics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here.
Theoretics.
I think you almost said that.
No, I didn't!
Okay. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason.
And that would be...
Time for some testimony.
Argument. Reason for suspicion.
It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
Oh, is that so now? So you're saying she used the master key? Master key data jotted down in my organizer.
Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, unless I see what this key is all about first. Master key, type evidence received from Miss Maggie Bird. This can open every office door. Its use is controlled by security staff. Alright, let's take a look.
Pretty generic-looking key.
I guess so. It's the master key to every office in the building. Okay, well, was there anything else to this that I should know about, perhaps?
You can spin it around.
Oh my gosh, it scrolls around at like 2 miles an hour, doesn't it now? I guess not. Nothing else to be noteworthy here, unless it's on that side. No, nothing. Okay. Alrighty then, we got this. We're ready to go. It's time that we...
Incredibly incriminate!
That's what you declaimed about the evidence earlier as well.
That was then, and this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. I can't tell if he's supposed to be tennis or volleyball. I think it's tennis. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me.
Yeah, maybe it is tennis, actually. I don't know.
I mean, spike is still a tennis term.
You don't really spike the ball very much in tennis, usually.
Mm.
It's kind of a rare thing, I would think, right? I don't know.
I mean, it's still. Is it still a term? I think it's still a term.
You already read that, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I wonder if there wasn't anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Give him more details. Rebuttal. Reason for suspicion.
It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. Hold it!
Hold it!
That's the way he sounds. Go ahead.
That's the way he sounds, is it?
That was the way. I was gonna say that's the way he sounds in Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton.
Is it now?
Hold it!
Hold it! Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
That's what he sounds like.
It's so bad. Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of the security who could have used the master key?
There's only one person on the staff at this time of night, and tonight she's it.
Just imagining Edgeworth British is just so weird, though.
Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal.
But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time.
Should I hear Miss Bird out? No details are necessary.
No details necessary.
Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies.
I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please.
I discovered that master key. It was missing around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you?
I can't believe someone like you would be taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
Objection! If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now.
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
A likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with?
I don't know. What is that?
Where's your proof that it wasn't?
Exactly.
I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
I don't lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal, trust me. You don't want to test just how bad her luck is.
Also, why is he standing on Portsman's side?
I don't know. He gave up.
Yeah, I don't get it. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth.
But, you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Her motive? Didn't we already establish it was theft?
Or did we?
I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe.
It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own.
Her intent? From the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe, I'd say thievery.
That was a pretty long pressing now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I concur that the culprit's
The culprit!
motive appears to have been thievery. However,
Glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me.
with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe,
Hey, good thinking, asking my opinion on that matter.
would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence? No.
I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door... Well, I mean...
Then it must have been someone else. I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly.
It was only a theory, one hypothesis among the many possibilities. I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning.
If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first?
Now, don't make that face. See, there goes the truth running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can't catch up to it.
I don't think you're catching my drift.
But we're in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you'll understand when I say...
Oh my gosh, stop messing around with your suit.
that since she is the only one who could open the office door...
What is his deal with that? My goodness.
I don't know. Then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect.
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions?
Are you saying there's another way to open the door other than the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else?
I'll have you know, I have never made a spare. So what are you insinuating?
Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest someone like you would. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she?
Maybe.
Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe?
Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors.
Really? I never knew I was so talked about, sir.
We're holding our collective breath, you know. But when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force.
Wait, what? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth?
Of course not. That's hogwash.
Phew. Don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there.
See, look, his eyes open. Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
Pose is just silly.
Yeah.
Praise the sun!
Salute the sun!
Oh, jeez. By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe?
I figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. And just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well. I messed
Mr.
up the
Edgeworth.
enunciation of that sentence all over.
Oh, did you now?
What are you waiting for? Enunciate that better, dang it! Hurry up and present some evidence!
I would love to. But first, we should listen a bit more and digest what he is saying. And press him for more information.
Let me see the organizer.
The organizer?
Yeah, hit the present button.
The organizer, you're saying. What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
Alright, I think I got it.
Do you think you got it? Okay then.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I got this now. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird stuck into your room using the master key. Her intent from the messed up shelves of the wiped up down safe. I'd say thievery.
The wiped up down what?
I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Why am I using this voice? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Making it all that more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. Oh, she doesn't know our good... She knows our good detective, doesn't she? I don't get it.
I think I got it.
I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door... You thought you had the other one, too, and that turned out to be right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Gosh dang, I'm looking from the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe, I'd say thievery. But...
Oh, yeah, okay, I definitely got it. I know exactly what it is now.
Is it this one? I mean, it seemed like you just kind
No,
of...
I got it from listening to what, like, mulling over what he said.
Huh.
I definitely know what it is.
The wiped down the safe was not wiped down.
The safe was wiped down.
What? No, it wasn't.
You got it right, but the safe was wiped down.
What?
You got it right. He doesn't know. He shouldn't know about the safe.
Oh my gosh! There's no way. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, he shouldn't know about the safe. He shouldn't know where the safe is.
I seem to always walk in the right answers on complete accidents for the wrong reasons. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something?
Why not? It's the truth, after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
But maybe, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors.
Ah!
I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
But she could have found it by accident when she was turning everything upside down.
I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor?
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, Prosecutor? You have a different suspect in mind now?
Curses, why? What made you?
What's the matter with with the angry face all of a sudden?
It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes.
What did you just say?
We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means...
Yeah, I know. I'd only just told him too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim.
Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief.
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird?
Excuse me? ...
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder?
Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled on a Jim who had probably had his gun drawn. I don't care. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No! I couldn't! I could never do something like that! Not even as a security guard, sir! Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have the key to his office.
Come on. Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say?
I was tripping up because he said he instead of she.
Well, Jim is a guy.
Oh. I thought we were talking about Maggie.
It was Jim who stole the mask.
Ah, whatever, man. Oh, you already read that. I thought you were making a statement. Gosh dang it. Ah!
Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us, unless...
But still, though, whatever.
Well, unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
You can't kick us out! This is Mr. Edgeworth's office!
Ah, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees and therefore ineligible to run this show. ...
Listen up, pal! How many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit!
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
But, sir!
We have no choice but to accommodate his request for now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
I'm gonna disappoint you, just you wait. To be continued? Well, you don't say. Is that the end of the case?
No.
Aww. I wanted it to be, though.
This is a pretty long first case.
Yeah, I had to figure as much. I mean, this game is a lot harder than the original games.
Not harder.
I mean, if you're bad at logic, then this game's automatically harder.
March 14th, 4:18 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway.
What is with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable.
Please maintain your professionalism, detective.
What professionalism?
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir. But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir. True. So then what now? Looks
Don't
like
worry,
my
Edgeworth's
life's
just
falling
sitting here
into...
poking.
What?
Edgeworth's just sitting here poking.
Poke, poke, poke.
Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Really, sir?
Poke, poke.
Poking himself now.
For example, this hallway. The linchpin on his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information. Regarding the mystery surrounding my door.
Begin investigation. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway.
Alright.
I guess that is one difference, is that you're only ever investigating one room rather than traveling between rooms, I think. Oh, no, wait, you do travel between rooms.
Why
God.
is Winston Payne here randomly?
Talk to him. Or just walk away from him, that's cool too.
Nah, I'm gonna look at this first.
Wonder what that could be.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Ah, shut up, Vex.
You don't have to acknowledge things outside of the recording.
I know, but he's just like messaging me 4 or 5 times. Like, I'm not responding.
A well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent.
Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know.
You would sleep even out here, detective? In a hallway?
Heck, I would. Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends up the same way. Me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful?
Maybe I should give it a try sometime. To envision myself winning, naturally.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's what superior people do. They like to envision winning, of course. ... It's... Oh?
It does look like O.
Ah, isn't this that missing O series file, sir?
No doubt about it. The bloody letters make it clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So what are these O files, 0 files about, sir?
Either one would be fine.
What?
Either one would be fine.
Yeah. I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh?
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine.
Huh?
They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current offices. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
Then that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right?
You never know. I mean, geez. It would seem so. Only the pages related to the case from 10 years ago are missing.
I wonder what anyone would care about such an old case.
Why?
10 years ago? They're talking about DL6? Like, what the heck are they freaking talking about? I don't even have it on my case file, but alright. So what, is that it?
I'm pretty sure.
I bet the thief's not under here.
I guess there isn't enough space for anyone to hide under here anyway. I mean, if someone could contort themselves to fit, I'd be really impressed.
Sounds to me like somebody has already tried at least once before.
Yeah, there's an easy way to tell. Go back into it, and if he says the same thing, then there's still something there.
Oh. I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look.
If he says he already checked the area, that means he's seen everything here.
It's
if he
a
says
stolen file, but what's it doing under here?
Yeah, and why would you steal something and then leave it behind?
It looks like our thief took only what was needed.
So what are these? I already read this, didn't I?
Didn't I just explain that a few minutes ago? I guess...
I guess!
I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh?
Alright, time to pause.
Alrighty then, everyone, we are back at long
About
last.
5 days later.
5 seconds for you guys, not even 5 seconds, so congratulations to you on being able to wait successfully.
I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh? I don't know if I read that or not already.
Things that you say are stupid.
Isn't that true? Isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe it's false.
No.
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files, however. The cases within these files are not mine.
Huh?
This is a repeat, like I said.
Are you sure? Oh my gosh, it is. Gosh dang it, you're completely right.
Like I said, like I was saying before, if he says, I've seen all there is to see, but it never hurts to have a second look, that means you've seen everything in that area. If he says, I won't rest until I've, like, inspected every suspicious nook and cranny, that means there's still something to see in that area.
I suppose so. What is a basketball doing here?
That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir.
Wait, what? He plays basket? Okay.
I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis.
It was tennis.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
Why is there a basketball hoop on the outside of a prosecutor's office?
They obviously know how to party here, apparently.
Shut up.
Can I go back in here? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
You see, that means there's something you can still find here.
1202. These 4 numbers are on on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir.
They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of...
Kind of what?
It's just kind of.
Just kind of, okay.
I don't see any signs of forced entry. And according to the
guard, no sign that the lock was picked either, sir.
meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob?
Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Why'd they think?
Wait, then how? So Edgeworth wouldn't put any fingerprints on it when he walked into his own office?
Is he wearing gloves?
No. You always see his poking hand.
I guess.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind.
It's also possible that they wiped the doorknob whenever they left, like after he was there.
It's true. A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force.
It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door.
Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. Being a detective has its own rewards, and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait, whatever, that anyone can admire.
I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing that I can do for everyone. Right. That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir.
Like, outside of not knowing how to pronounce words, you're doing pretty good with the reading this time.
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm doing any differently, actually. Yeah, he's not
I haven't heard you flub yet. Like, outside of not knowing how to say poignant.
Are you sure about that? I feel like have I talked to her already?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Let's examine this door.
This office.
1203. Hey, Maggie, whose room is this again? It's Mr. Portsman, sir.
So he's my new neighbor. I see. I suppose he moved in while I was away overseas.
Maybe.
Basketball hoop, give me that.
Why is he just hitting himself in the head?
I don't know, that's what Winston Payne does to himself. He brings the pain to himself.
Shut up.
What is a basketball hoop doing here?
Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago?
So when and why was it moved indoors?
I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently.
Drag it?
I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor?
We're on the 12th floor? Jeez.
You know the story of Payne?
The story of Payne?
Yeah, the story of Winston Payne.
No, what's the story?
Like, he supposedly had a longer win record than Von Karma.
Oh, that. Like, Manfred Von Karma?
Yeah.
No, come on. Manfred Von Karma was 40 years. He wasn't that long, was he?
Maybe not longer than Manfred Von... I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But he had a stupidly long win record until Mia showed up.
Yeah, longer than Edgeworth, longer than Francisca, longer than... Well, obviously longer than Godot, but...
Godot.
What?
Godot.
I don't care. It's Godot in my books here.
Is everything alright?
Yes, sir!
If you must know, I weighed myself this morning, and I'm finally at 154 pounds!
Amazing, sir!
It's actually around the same weight I'm at, actually. Go figure. That's actually one of the highest weight I've been in a while. I've been around like 145 to 150
I'm eating
before.
so much freaking pizza.
I had pizza when I got home from bowling tonight, too.
You had pizza yesterday, too. Or the last time I talked to you.
No, I had it Friday. I actually had pizza before I left for bowling, too, and that wasn't my leftovers.
Christ, dude. I wish I lived where you live.
Congratulations. But I was asking about this hallway in this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir, except for all that pizza I ate last night.
Why is this guy so epic?
A word of advice. Stay focused, or you may start to lose even more weight.
What does he mean by that?
I don't know. You just stress yourself out too much or something?
Talk to Pain Lass.
Well, I'm pretty sure talking to her is what advances it.
No.
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I think you can leave after you get to the questions. I don't know.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth!
I can't let this chance pass by me by. I must remember
There it
to ask
goes.
her...
There goes your record.
I must remember to ask her about the Master Key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her through the present button.
Yeah, you can go back.
Just gonna go ahead and go here then. How's it going, Winston? Just Prosecutor. Alright, sure.
It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth!
To be sure, a murder within the walls of the Prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly, post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open.
How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again?
Yeah, that's why his name is just Prosecutor. Edgeworth doesn't know who he is.
That's funny. I guess I gotta put Winston Payne in every first case now, don't they? Alright, Gumshoe, what's up, man? Let's have a talk.
Really? Why?
Yes, sir!
Because he's got anything of interest in talking to witnesses, of course. Detective Gumshoe, you look
tutorial.
What?
It's just a tutorial.
Yeah, Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share?
It's nothing, but I noticed that Mr. Portsman calls his partner Jim.
Yeah, if only we didn't call, like attention to that last time. I don't know if it was last episode or this episode.
I think it was still this episode. I could be wrong, though.
And the detective in that Sunday night drama, All My Cops, is named Jim, too. I bet one of them is a big fan of that show.
You seem to know a little something about it yourself. I take it you watch it, too.
Of course, a tight bond of friendship between prosecutor and detective is great, sir. But it's nothing compared to the super strong friendship we have. Oh.
Friendship, detective. I think you're mistaking it with pity.
How can you say that, sir? And after all we've been through, too.
Well, that was worth doing.
Indeed it was. Talking to witnesses. About Miss Bird.
No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me you buy into the accusation, sir.
Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask her a few things regarding her security guard position.
Well, if you're only asking, that's okay. Just stand next to her and then touch the talk button.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Then you two can talk about whatever topic you pick. When you want to ask her about evidence, all you have to do is present it. After you choose what to show her, touch present again and go off with you two. Go.
What?
Close enough.
I recommend showing different people different things. You'd be surprised by what they say.
Thank you for your explanation, though I don't recall asking for one.
Oh, just so you know, sir, you can show me evidence in the same way, too.
I do believe it's time to get down to business and ask some questions of Miss Bird.
Ignored again.
Oh, man. What a poor guy. So I already looked at that. Okay. Just reminding
Show
myself.
him your badge again.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Why not?
Let's do this.
Well,
I can't do that. I gotta hit present.
Yeah, you gotta go to present. You went to organizer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Your prosecutor's badge is really tiny
Alright,
compared
so
to
you're
my
playing the
police
same
badge. But then when I ... I do some other things too, of course.
So I already
What
looked
are
at that one too.
Doing.
I'm just seeing if I already looked at all these things. I don't remember if I already did it or not.
He doesn't have anything to say. He's worthless.
Well, you never
Gumshoe,
know.
Gumshoe is the most worthless character in this series.
Hey Gumshoe, what's up, man? How you doing?
This little. Have you ever heard of personal space?
No. All right, let's talk about presenting things. Actually,
Present your badge.
That's a prosecutor's badge, isn't it? It proves that you're a really a prosecutor.
Yeah, okay.
interesting. Despite all appearances, she seems to know more than Gumshoe.
With that badge, even I could be a professional prosecutor.
Yeah,
Sir, may I
scratch
please try that on just for a little bit?
I don't think that would be a very good idea. Do you?
I guess not.
On second thought, they're actually on the same level.
that. Wow. That's an insult.
Oh, what are you talking about? Gumshoe's awesome. That's not an insult. That's a compliment.
I'm just a lowly security
Saying
guard,
the same
so
thing as Gumshoe.
I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to guard it.
It's like talking to another Gumshoe.
She said the exact same thing, just like with a couple of words switched around.
Didn't she now?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny, actually.
That's why he said it's like I'm talking to another Gumshoe.
I understand that. So when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir.
I know, sir. It was back around 2:30 a.m.
Who?
I know. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is.
What?
But I'm sure...
I didn't pick out any words on that.
I'm sure that between those 2 times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir. Master key was stolen. This key went missing from approximately 1 a.m. until 2:30 a.m. Well, if you say so. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? That's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window. Always, you say, except for this time, correct? Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I'd used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge. To use the master key? That's very, very suspicious.
Ow.
What?
That was my ears.
The victim. Have you ever met the victim before? Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
He didn't look like the athletic type.
What?
He didn't look like the athletic type.
Who, Mr. Portsman?
No, the dead guy.
Oh, I was like, what? That makes sense.
That sounds like fun. Just once I'd love them. I have loved to play with them.
You what now?
What?
What did you say?
I said something.
Yeah, a little bit.
It sounds like fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
On second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in with all that well with them.
What? I shouldn't have praised you.
Well, anyway, I think now's a good time to stop this episode. I think we will, on the next exciting
we were
episode.
that far in?
I told you we're continuing the episode. My
I
God,
don't think we were that far into the episode.
Yeah.
Why didn't we just finish it?
We had to stop.
No.
I didn't have a choice in the matter, but anyway, we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna regroup my voice.
Like 5 minutes.
I think like more like 10 or 15 actually, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna regroup. I'm hopefully gonna not say bad words again next time.
Can't even say this.
What?
You can't even say this.
I can't. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Well, everyone, you tell us. Can I say things properly or can I not? You let us know in the comments below. See you later!